YouTube, you don't know Shickaa Chung, and I'm back at it again with another video. Today is Vlogmas day 9. Oh my god, I can't believe I've been doing this for 9 days straight. Like, I did not think that I could make videos for 9 days straight. I was literally contemplating whether or not I should make a video for today, because honestly, I was just not in the mood. But I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna keep strong. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to make an updated travel to Jamaica during the pandemic video, because the last time I made a video, which was in the summer, things have definitely changed since then. So I traveled in October to Jamaica. If you haven't checked out my Jamaica vlogs from this past trip, make sure you guys check it out on my channel. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and make sure you guys subscribe if you guys haven't already. Let me just jump right into this video and tell you guys how to travel to Jamaica now. Okay guys, so like what I said previously, you guys have to download the Jam COVID-19 app, or you guys can also go on to visitjamaica.com. With that app or with that website, you have to fill out a travel authorization form. So as said before, you have to buy your ticket so you're able to fill out that form, because they ask you for your airline number. Like if you're Air Canada 982 or whatever, they ask you for that, right? And I'm talking based off of Canada. Canada and America and other countries have different policies, but what I do know, I will tell you guys. If you're traveling from Canada, you do not need a test. You do not need to travel with a test. I don't know if they changed it, but when I went down, you did not need a test. When you reach the airport, they do not test you at all. They did not test me this time. When I went there in the summer, they did, but this time I did not go through a test. I did hear though that they do test healthcare workers. I'm not entirely sure about that, but from my experience, I was not tested in Jamaica airport. What I do know is if you are coming from the States, I'm not sure about the UK, but if you're coming from the States, you have to have a test prior to going. And I think it's like you have to have it within 2 days or so. You have to have it prior. And I don't think they do not test you at the airport anymore like they did before. After all of that, you get your travel authorization. When you go to the airport, you have to, like, that's the first thing you have to show the people at the desk. Not even the people at the desk, like there's these people that you have to see before you can go in and check in. You have to show them the travel authorization. You have to go to the desk, you have to show them the travel authorization. When you reach your gate and you're about to go on the plane, you have to show them your travel authorization. And when you reach Jamaica, you have to show them your travel authorization. And I think it was like 2 times that I showed it to them. So guys, so there's no hassle, I recommend you guys either print out the authorization or screenshot it in your phone. With me, I had my email, I didn't screenshot it or nothing, so like it was a hassle in the beginning. So the travel authorization is important for you to fill out, and they do ask you questions about contacts with people who have COVID, or if you have COVID, or if you traveled. And also with the authorization, there's 2 different versions. There's one if you're a resident of Jamaica, and then there's one for like if you're a non-resident. And I applied as a non-resident because I don't live there, right? So now when you do reach Jamaica, I landed in Montego Bay as always. When you do reach Jamaica, there wasn't like a long line like how there was in the summer. The line was very speedy, very quick, I guess because they got the hang of everything. So everything was very quick. I walked down the hallway. We had to sanitize our hands. I didn't see them enforce it as much, but we did have to sanitize our hand. We line up to speak to some healthcare workers. They do ask you a bunch of health questions. They go over a form, like a document to say like you agree to quarantine, because you are permitted to quarantine for 14 days if you're staying at a residential address. Okay guys, tell me if this makes sense. Because if you're staying at a residential address, you have to quarantine, zine. But if you're a tourist and you're going to a hotel, you're able to stay on the hotel and do whatever hotel activities, but you're allowed to be able to travel within the travel corridor or tourist corridor, which is from Westmoreland go straight to Portland. Tell me now, does that make sense? That doesn't make sense, because how am I, who's staying in Montego Bay, who's in the travel corridor, unable to travel to Portland or go back to Westmoreland, they grill them place. Tell me if that makes sense, but the tourists them can. But anyways, that's what the rule is. If you're a tourist on a hotel, you can travel within the corridor, and if you're going to a residential home, you have to quarantine. When you meet with the healthcare workers, you have to sign the stuff, and then you're on your way. So then after that process, I did meet up with a soldier, like I did mention in my first video. And what the soldier did, he did ask me for the travel authorization again, and he wrote down my number, he wrote down like the address that I'm gonna be staying at, and like an emergency contact. But this time they did not require me to have my Jam COVID app, which that app was there the last time to track me and track my movements. This time they never had that, or they never enforced it to me. But they did tell me that I am required to fill out a form talking about like my symptoms, and if I develop any symptoms and anything like that, and my temperature. I have to write down my temperature. They said, yeah, that was pretty much what I had to do. They never said they were gonna track me. I just went through the airport like normal, go to immigration, go pick up my bag, go to declaration, which thank you Jesus I did not have to declare nothing, and I was just well on my way. But they did say that the driver who picks you up, they recommend them to quarantine as well, and you just need to isolate yourself, and that was pretty much it. But it wasn't as rigorous as the first time. So yeah guys, it's just very simple. Just make sure that you have your travel authorization. You could apply for it as soon as 5 days before your trip. So do not even try to go 2 weeks before. Don't go 7 days before. It's not gonna work. 5 days before your trip, you are able to apply for your travel authorization, and that's just the most important part of this. And if you are a non-resident, make sure that you guys have a returning ticket if you come back out on the yard, because if you go there and if you got the desk and you don't have a returning ticket, and if you sign the something and you don't have a returning ticket, they're not gonna make it board the plane. You have to have a returning ticket. That doesn't mean that you can't change your ticket, right? Say you don't want to come back so soon, right? You want to come back 6 months from now, that's fine. But you have to have a returning ticket, and then you can change it for whenever you want to go. And a lot of airlines, they are doing free changes. So yeah, just ensure that you guys are returning back, or have a returning date back to the yard in foreign. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my update for traveling to Jamaica right now during the pandemic. I hope this helped, as I know it's the holiday season and a lot of people are probably gonna still travel there regardless of the pandemic, because I know I would, but I'm not gonna wear this winter. Oh, I'm so sad. Yes guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, share with no mother, no father, no sister, no brother, no uncle, no everybody, and stay tuned for the next video, which will be Vlogmas Day 10. Later.